Now, Dr. Meyer, this stuff is amazing, okay? And given how quickly these complex animals arose and the absence of prior ancestors, how have the neo-Darwinian paleontologists attempted to explain the missing Precambrian ancestral fossils?
Well, as Dr. Chen alluded to, there are many paleontologists now who are acknowledging that the Cambrian explosion is a real event and that it does pose a challenge to the textbook theory of evolution that we all learn called neo-Darwinism. But there are still defenders of neo-Darwinism out there, and what they have typically proposed to explain away the absence of these ancestral forms is something called the artifact hypothesis. And what the artifact hypothesis is it's a kind of modified version of the idea that Darwin put forward in the 19th century, that we're not seeing the ancestral forms either because we haven't looked hard enough or because for some reason these ancestral forms were not preserved. So the technical way of referring to that is the idea that the missing ancestral animals to the Cambrian animals that arise later, those ancestors are missing, and they're missing as an artifact of either incomplete sampling of the fossil record or as a result of incomplete preservation. Now, 150 years since the publication of The Origin of Species, and given all these different fossil finds, no one really can say we haven't looked hard enough anymore. So what people are now saying is that the fossils are missing because of incomplete preservation, and in particular, the idea that's put forward is that the missing ancestors weren't preserved because they were either too small or too soft to have been preserved. And that's the version of the artifact hypothesis that's still in currency. And yet there's been another discovery in China that has really challenged that idea. In fact, I think challenged it in a very fundamental way.